see my people afflicted with all these evils, but this ain't nothing new, man. It's just part of the same sequel. We seeing that we ain't equal. They treating us like we zero. I think it's time for the return of the black superhero. I see my people afflicted with all these evils, but this ain't nothing new, man. It's just part of the same sequel. We seeing that we ain't equal. They treating us like we zero. I think it's time for the return of the black superhero.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 3. Wherefore have we fasted, say they, and thou seest not.
It's not something that's supposed to be displayed or told. It's between you and the Most High. Read on.
Wherefore have we afflicted our soul, and thou takest no knowledge.
You can't afflict yourself in this way and not have any knowledge from it, because it's meant to bring you closer to the Most High. So Israel, understand that when you're seeking knowledge, that's what King Solomon prayed for, wisdom and understanding, knowledge. Read on.
Behold, in the day of your fast, ye find pleasure.
Find what?
Find pleasure.
He says, enjoy knowing that you're getting closer to the Most High. Don't be all grown, all twisted faced and everything. So you look, people be like, what's wrong with you? Don't be there. He says, seek, have joy. Read that again, huh?
Behold, in the day of your fast, ye find pleasure.
Because you're atoning yourself for the Most High. Read on.
And exact all your labors.
Leave them where they at. You ain't got to do no labors. He says you shall do no work. Sit still. Think about the Most High. Meditate on the law, statutes, and commandments that we're supposed to be doing. Fasting is very powerful for that. And y'all may be able to get to the point where you can do 3 or 4 hours from what you usually would eat at, or to develop where you can go for 4 or 5 days. So I know it's going to be difficult in this world with all the commercials and
fast food restaurants. And, oh yeah, it's choice. That's drugs. Everything's drugs.
Right.
And exact all your labors. Verse 4. Behold, ye fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the fist of wickedness. Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high.
You understand? No, it's not for you to be, I'm fasting, I can't do this, I'm doing that. Shut up. This is between you and the Most High.
Just say, nope, I can't. No, I'm good.
Right. Go ahead,
Is it such a fast that I have chosen? A day for a man to afflict his soul? Is it to bow down his head as a bulrush, and to spread sackcloth and ash under him? Wilt thou call this a fast and an acceptable day to the Lord? Is not this the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bands of wickedness.
To do what?
To loose the bands of wickedness.
What does fasting do?
To loose the bands of wickedness.
Read on.
To undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and that ye break every yoke.
This is what it's about, breaking the yokes. The same yoke that Esau broke off his neck and come back at us, this is the same yoke we have the ability to break off our neck. But it takes a nation that knows they're walking contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments to correct this. It takes a nation. Read on.
Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house?
Bring the who?
The poor that are cast out to thy house.
Well, I say he's going to get the poor that's cast out and bring them back to his house. Read on.
When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh. Then shall thy light break forth as the morning, and thine health shall spring forth speedily, and thy righteousness shall go before thee. The glory of the Lord shall be thy reward.
Now you heard that? Read that again.
The glory of the Lord shall be thy reward.
So if we already had it once, then it means you're trying to get it back again? Come on, Israel. That's what this is about. Something that our ancestors threw away and something we're picking back up. That's what it's all about. Read on now.
Then shalt thou call the Lord, Salakia. Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer.
Then what?
Then the Lord shall answer.
Now you heard who's gonna answer that call. It ain't gonna be Bush. It ain't gonna be the police. It ain't gonna be none of these other nonsense. Your power is gonna answer. That's what they're afraid of, Israel.
Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, Here I am. If thou take away from the midst of thee the yoke, and putting forth of the finger, and speaking vanity, and if thou draw out thy soul to the hungry, and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday. And the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones. And thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose water fail not. And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places. Thou shalt raise up the fountains of many generations.
Yeah, wait a minute, read that again. Read that again.
And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
So who is he talking about there? It said they that be of thee, those that are sojourning of that you have captured, shall build up the waste places. The waste places is yet to be displayed over in our homeland and across. Read on now.
Thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations.
Many generations were coming back stronger, Israel.
And thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach.
There is a breach between us and the Most High in this world. And it's got it completely afflicted and upside down. This is what we're out. This is the main substance of what this is about. To repair that breach. Read on out.
The restorer of paths to dwell in. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath.
If we do what?
Turn away thy foot from the Sabbath.
Read on.
From doing thy own pleasures on my holy day. And shall call the Sabbath day delight. The holy of the Lord. Honorable.
What is it?
Honorable.
Read on.
And shall honor him. Not doing thine own ways.
How do we honor the Most High?
Not doing thine own ways.
On his high holy day, Israel. Read on.
Nor finding thine own pleasure. Nor speaking thine own words.
We're not supposed to speak nothing other than teaching our people, our families, our children, the ways and statutes of the Most High. Read on out.
Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord. And I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth. And feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father.
With what?
With the heritage of Jacob thy father.
Israel, we lost a heritage that we're trying to get back. It's an identity. It ain't going to be no African Americans walking around the kingdom. Ain't going to be no niggas,
No blacks.
No blacks.
He said he's going to feed thee with the heritage of Jacob. The
It's
heritage of Jacob is the laws, statutes, and commandments. We get that out of Sirach 17 and 11. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. So this is giving us instructions on fasting and keeping the Sabbath.
That's
Two
right.
things that we have to do for the Day of Atonement.
That's right.
I'm gonna read Matthew 6 and 16.
Matthew 6 and 16.
Yeah. This Christ telling you how to go about doing your fast. Red letters.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites.
Be what?
Be not as the hypocrites
Read on.
of a sad countenance.
This is what I was talking about the twisting your face, making it look like there's something wrong with you, so that people be asking you a bunch of questions. That ain't what this is about. Read on now.
For they disfigure their faces, and they may appear unto men to fast.
And see, that's telling them what you're doing. So, he fasting, y'all. You know, wanting the praises of men. X that out. X that out. Read on.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
There it is. They got their reward. The praise of men. Read.
But thou, when thou fast, anoint thy head, and wash thy face, that they appear not unto men to fast,
Read that again.
that thou appear not unto men to fast.
That you appear not unto no one else to fast other than the Most High. This is not about another man. This is about I love my brothers, but this is not about either one of them. When if I'm doing that, that's between me and the Most High. Read on now.
Read the 23.
That thou appear not to fast between men, but unto the Father which is in secret.
Which is in what?
Which is in secret.
Y'all better know about that secret, man. Tell them more about it now.
And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through.
Like them Egyptian pharaohs,
Right.
laid up all the gold and
Right.
ships and slaves and all this, and
Then you had tomb robbers.
who came and who else came to rob?
The
These Edomites came and robbed all this stuff and put it in their museum. So you lay something up if you want to, see won't it be gone.
Right. They ended up made some museums out of it.
Yeah, we go. Oh, we just found this, y'all. No, you ain't found
You
nothing.
found nothing, you little scavengers.
You go head up.
Lay up not for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, but where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
The security in heaven is superb. You know, it's so superb that your stuff won't even rust.
You can't even get in.
Right.
You about the right.
You ain't got the right path. It's over. I mean, you gotta understand this, bro. When we're reading Leviticus 16 through 1 and 34, it was telling you that if you weren't dressed a certain way to go near the Ark of the Covenant, you will put to death. So what do you think will happen in the kingdom?
Exactly.
And ain't you just ain't gonna come skipping down through there and get your little Chuck Taylors knocked off. Read on, right?
Woo. Okay. That was on 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is the darkness?
So you just wicked. Don't read the next verse. Let's round it off.
No man can serve two masters.
Meaning, you can't sit there saying you in the truth, but then you turn around doing worldly things.
Do like Farrakhan.
Oh my God.
He tried to serve.
He turned to masters. Farrakhan said, we are the children of Israel. But then you got them in Islam. That's trying to serve two masters.
And then what's even crazy about Farrakhan is he's an Edomite. Dude, he's just a chocolate covered Edomite. You ain't got no business trying to talk about you are a child of the Most High. Nothing.
Exactly.
We done seen the photos of you and Daddy.
Yeah.
We know about you might have sat down. Then all our people being led astray again by their enemy.
Exactly.
Just because he got a little chocolate suit on and think it's him.
Finish that.
No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other.
Read that again, huh?
For either he will hate the one and love the other.
Now, which one does he hate and which one does he love? Because apparently he seems to try to push that his God is our God. And I'm like, he's full of some crap, man.
These false prophets out here, man.
That's what happens when you got an Edomite and dressed, wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what that means right there, man. Anytime you see one of these brothers or these sisters that they keep pretending and keep saying that this is from, they're black. Then you do the research and you find out they got a white daddy. This is the same thing that's going on over there with that bride that married that Prince William dude.
Yeah.
They run around hollering at your sister. Just because you got a black mama, you got a house nigga daughter. That's what it is. Them ain't no regular Jakes.
Yeah.
Them house niggas. That's a breed that's so close to us that we'll eventually let you marry him. But she got a white dad. That's just an Edomite girl. That ain't no sister. And then the sister that played Serena, they calling her Japanese.
She Haitian.
But she's got a Judah daddy, a Haitian daddy. So she's of the tribe. So why they ain't calling out her real nationality? You don't get nothing from that, man. This upside down.
Romans chapter 12, verse 1.
Oh, you didn't want me to finish that up?
No, we stay on point. We gotta stay on
I'm sorry, bro.
This class is the Day of Atonement. We talk about atonement for sins.
Where we going?
Romans chapter 12, verse 1.
Can we cut that out?
Hmm. Yeah, we can. I'm trying to run good. It depends on if I'm like. So, Romans chapter 12, verse 1. This brother Paul talking to us. All the day of atonement is pretty much sacrificing yourself
Gone.
for the Most High, showing Him that you're willing to sacrifice yourself, same way Christ did. That's what we're supposed to be doing every day. Killing that old man.
Gone. Dying daily.
Dying daily.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies,
Do what?
that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
This is our reasonable service. Look what Christ went through for us.
Gone.
It's our reasonable service to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. That's what we're supposed to do. Read on.
And be not conformed to this world.
And do what?
And be not conformed to this world.
If we change from being how we was, throw away that old man was part of this world. We gotta be not conformed to this world, but what?
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove which is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
We have to renew our minds.
Gone.
How you renew your minds, you have to afflict your body.
Gone.
Because the things that was giving you pleasure as an old man, you can't do that no more. There's a lot of stuff that gave us pleasure. Drugs, women, alcohol, all types of stuff we was doing that gave us pleasure. You got to put that away.
Right.
And when you put that away, you start renewing your mind to the things that you're supposed to. While that's in your way, you can't think about the stuff that you're supposed to. Just like you used to into football and basketball or movies, you entertain, so you cannot be into your scriptures like you need to be.
That's right.
That's what it's made for.
That's
For
right.
entertainment. We got to renew our minds, and the way we renew our minds is by afflicting our bodies. So that's what we're doing on this day. Let's get Daniel chapter 9 and verse 5. Because we trying to get out of a situation that we was put in due to our own disobedience. So these are basically the instructions of what we need to do to get out of the situation.
That's
Or
right.
to at least alleviate the pressure of being oppressed. And we got instances of that throughout the Bible. On why we fasted, prayed, and put on sackcloth and ash. We didn't do it for no reason.
Right. The book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse 5.
Verse 3.
Verse 3. And I set my face unto the Lord God and spake by prayer and supplications with fasting.
With what?
With fasting and sackcloth and ash.
With what?
With sackcloth and ash.
His praise is going in the morning. Because when you fast and put on the sackcloth and ash, you mourning for your people. He didn't do it for no reason. He did it for a reason. Go ahead.
And prayed unto the Lord my God, and made many confessions, and said, O Lord, the great and dreadful God, keeping the covenant, the commandment, and keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him, and to them that keep his commandments.
That do what?
And to them that keep his commandments.
He's showing mercy. He's keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him and that keep his commandments. Read on.
We have sinned and have committed iniquity. We have done wickedly and have rebelled, even by departing from the precepts from thy judgments.
So this is why Daniel did this. He trying to reconcile for Israel for the sins that we did, for committing iniquity. So he went into fasting and put on sackcloth and mourning and prayer for Israel. That's what we have to do on this day. That's what we're going to do. Let's see where else we ordered to do that at. Because all this revolves around us. If we wasn't in trouble, If we wasn't in a bad situation, why would we need to do this?
Let me read this in verse 6.
Go ahead.
In verse 6. Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants the prophets, which spake by thy name, to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, and all the people of the land. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day to the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass, that they have trespassed against thee. O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of faces, and to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. To the Lord our God belong mercies and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God to walk in his laws, which was set before us by his servants the prophets. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey the voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, the oath that is written in the law of Moses, and the servant of God, which we have sinned against him.
So it's just basically was saying the same thing. We sinned against God. So he was trying to make intercession for us to try to get us out of the situation that we was in. And that's what I'm going to bring out in this book of 2 Maccabees, showing that when we need the Lord, we have to go into prayer, fasting, supplication, and repentance. And it goes into this day of atonement. This is one day, but we need to do this every day. And we need to
should be doing it every day.
And we need to do it right now.
Right now.
We don't need to wait till the day of atonement. We need it now. That's how serious it is. So we're going to get this last one. How many minutes we got left?
6.
Try to get this knocked out. This book of 2 Maccabees, I'll read it, showing that when we needed the Lord, what we did. Book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 13 and verse 9. Now the king came with a barbarous and haughty mind to do far worse to the Jews than had been done in his father's time. Which things when Judas perceived, he commanded the multitude to call upon the Lord night and day.
Night and day, Israel. That's what we're supposed to be doing right now. We're supposed to be torturing his ears. Read.
That if ever at any other time he would now also help us. You hear that? He would now also help us. Help them, shall I say, help them, being at the point to be put from their law, from their country.
You hear that? Our people were calling on them because they were threatening to put them out from up under the laws of the Most High. These are just regular heathen nations. They were threatening to take our laws away and say, you're going to do what we tell you to do.
Yes.
This is what the problem was, folks. This is still the same thing going on today. We don't know.
From their country and from the holy temple.
And from the holy temple, they took us from everything, really.
Yeah. And they kept trying.
Right.
They didn't stop till they did it.
Right.
And that he would not suffer the people that had even now been but a little refreshed. They had just got back. To be put in subjection to the blasphemous nations. This is serious. This is what Judas Maccabees was trying to prevent from happening then.
Right.
It has occurred to us now.
That's right.
We're under what they was trying to do to us then. We're under it now.
Right.
He fought, Judas Maccabees and his brothers fought to try to not to let it happen.
Them boys took over a whole army about this.
So when they had all done this together and besought the merciful Lord with weeping and fasting and laying flat upon the ground 3 days long.
How did we come to the Lord in those days?
Fasting, weeping, and fasting, and laying flat upon the ground 3 days long.
That wasn't nobody, I'm going over here, get me a drink, and I'm going to come back. No, you didn't move.
Judas, having exhorted them commanded they should be in a readiness. And Judas, being apart with the elders, determined before the king's host should enter into Judea and the great city to go forth and try the matter and fight by the help of the Lord.
You heard them? Because they knew our power would fight with us.
Exactly. This is what we're
That's
doing it for.
This is what we're doing.
We're not doing this for nothing, Israel. We're doing this for a reason. So, when he had committed all to the creator of the world and exhorted his soldiers to fight manfully, even unto death, for the laws, the temple, the city,
Now, why
and
not
country,
fight to the death about?
unto the death, even unto the death for the laws.
For the law.
See, that's plural. See, when we read in Hebrews chapter 8, it said the law. This we was fighting for the laws.
Right. Now it's fighting for all of the laws. Now you can't even. Now you say something about the laws. Try again. I get to.
For the laws, the temple, the city, and the country, and the commonwealth.
We lost all of that, Israel. The city, the country, the commonwealth, the laws, all of that.
When it say in Jeremiah 17:4, you should be discontinued
You
from
shall
thine inheritance.
discontinue from thine
It's showing
heritage.
right here, in here, of this heritage of the commonwealth, the temple, the city, the country, the laws.
The laws.
And we got to think back even to Daniel when they went to Darius the emperor just to trap him up. He made a decree and they caught him praying, keeping the laws. Oh, you forgot about the decree? We're going to throw you in the lines. And they do everything they can to keep us from serving our God. And they did that because they could find no fault in it.
Exactly.
So they had to make up and manufacture something.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, that's right.
And he camped by Moed, and having given the watchword to them that were about him, victory is of Yah.
Victory is of who?
Of Yah.
This is who we're doing this for, our God, our power, Israel.
With the most valiant and choice young men, he went into the king's tent by night and slew in the camp about 4,000 men, and the chiefest of the elephants, with all that were upon them. And at last they filled the camp with fear and tumult, and departed with good success. This was done in the break of the day, because the protection of the Lord did help him.
4,000 men, man. It probably was like maybe 5 or 6 brothers went in that camp. And the Most High turned loose with 4, but 5 or 6, man, and just destroyed thousands. Y'all don't understand.
Look at this. This is why we do the Lord's high holy days. So that he can assist us. What is the purpose of doing Christmas? What do you get out of that? You only lose from doing that. You only lose from your money. You lose with your children because you're spoiling them to where everybody, and your wife and your husband, they think they're supposed to get something. If they don't get nothing, then that's a failure.
They're turning them they're making them break another law when they talk about love not the world. These people go to start loving the world and these things of the world.
Exactly.
See, that's what the Christians
That's materialistic.
into it. Yeah, it makes them material, and that's why it says, store not treasures upon the earth with these rust and robbers.
Exactly. We storing up treasures of the spirit.
Come on.
We showing the Most High. Every time that we do what he told us to do, you can trust us.
Come on.
That we work for you, we down with you. If you don't do it, you clearly showing them that you're not down with him. That's what it boils down to, people. Thus saith the Lord, do what he say do. If you're going to do it, you show him that you're down with him. If you're not going to do it, he clearly see that you're not down with him, and he's not going to deal with you in that matter. Right. So that's what it's all about, the Day of Atonement. Do you feel responsible for the sins that you committed against your God? If you do, you will atone for those sins. Right. And be thankful that he gave us a day to do such.